flip my switch out. They act like they know us, but they ain't no dog on big dog. Asking if it's still a flex. Say they better go ask Booyah. Never think I'm gon' check. Better pull up like woo. Come to place and I'm the best. I ain't worried about none who y'all. 24 no rest. Stand on business, I'm too tall. Thought you was a threat. I do real life, do no tip and tap on the internet. We don't do that. See, I've been a threat and I've been a vet. Thought you knew that way. I'm cashing checks. I don't owe no debts. I've been through that. See you SOS. 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 See you SOS. Need a life vest. Need no mic check. SOS. 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 See you SOS. We don't talk checks. We get to it. All in for the jackpot. Every time I want the last shot. Championship ring. Rank starter from a mascot. Went to Rollies from a G-Shot. Brand new kettle, no teapot. You should know I don't play. Go sicko mode like I'm T-Scott. Eagle vision from the treetops. Went to image from a green dot. Never had no limit, but I had some Reeboks. Keep it humble, but the fees not. In the game, no free spots. But I earn what's mine. Nothing less, I'ma shine. Thought you was a threat. I do real life, do no tip and tap on the internet. We don't do that. See, I've been a threat and I've been a vet. Thought you knew that way. I'm cashing checks. I don't owe no debts. I've been through that. See you SOS. 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 See you SOS. Need a life vest. Need no mic check. SOS. 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 See you SOS. We don't talk checks. We get to it. It's only 8 a.m. I don't do it for the gram. I know I'm a man. At my 2020, whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged off. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Hey, good morning, good morning. Hope everyone is well, hope everyone is good. Make sure all systems go, everything looks like it's working. And yeah, let's get it. Let's see what we got on the charts today and make sure do all the analysis, everything set up here. Let's go. So let's have a look at the calendar. Number one, today is the Jackson Hole Summit here. We have a little bit GBP news at retail sales at 10 o'clock. Okay. Euro news now and 7 o'clock, a little bit final GDP can impact, but 6 o'clock is the big one today, Powell speaking. Now, how the speeches will impact the market is actually not too complex. If we see the push towards rate cuts for September, meaning he's confident about rate cuts, he says, hey, I do expect rate cuts, etc., etc., then what we can see is we could probably see the stock market start to rise. A little bit of I would be interesting on gold actually. I wonder how gold would react, because yeah, I think gold would rise with it actually. We would see a little bit of a rise in gold. Now, if they start to indicate that, you know, if they start to indicate basically we're not going to cut rates, we want to keep rates the same, that's going to be stronger for dollar. And with that strength in dollar, what we're going to see stock market dump. We're going to see gold continue its dump. And that's kind of the outcomes here. So it's not too complex in terms of the outcome. We might see a little bit of spikes happen, but let's see. I mean, it's really hard to predict what they're going to say. We can only have some rough ideas and then take it from there. So let's do the analysis here for London session, because thankfully we're not affected by speaks for London session. By New York session, yes, it can have some impact. Now, we might have a slow London session because of speeches, but we don't know yet. So starting daily time frame still closing bearish, not still, but is closing bearish on gold here. We haven't reached the daily support or anything like that. 4-hour time frame closing bearish as well. Full bearish buy session here. If we can get some good volume like yesterday, there should be some sort of moves potentially downside. 1-hour time frame creating a support at this previous 1-hour support. I think we'll be happy to move that there. Make this our 1-hour support, 1S, like that. And we can see here 30 minutes same support, 15 minutes same support as well. So this is our zones for now. Previous 4-hour range we can just change to 15 now. This is our range like this. So I would have loved to see price actually close a little bit deeper, give us a break of structure, then a pullback. We have no break of structure except a 4-hour. It's actually the first 4-hour candle to close below. I would still feel like we can take sells if we get resistance formed. Especially change our structure would be nice. We are not mixed buys, so buy is not going to make sense. Continuation sells below the lows, I'm a little bit uncomfortable about. You need to be more aggressive on that, because this is where all of our rejections have come from. So it might just go grab liquidity, but you could get quick sells. Yesterday we saw around 10-15 we saw some good moves. So let's see how this forms here. I really prefer if this pushed more bullish to retest the highs, because at least yesterday here we retested this previous 15 structure. Right now we're not retesting anything. Not testing any previous 4-hour. Not testing. I mean, that's so many candles behind. I don't really like it. So I'd rather us push up a little bit more and then create the resistance to continue the sells down. Now looking at DAX here on the other hand, DAX is still rejecting off that previous daily. As we can see here, is closing bearish but still stuck above that previous daily. We've had basically 3 days this week of just really choppy rejection price action. 4-hour time frame is closing bearish now, so you can see this choppy price action. Push down, pull back, push down, pull back. Hopefully push down would be simple solution for us, because we could take the same. If you remember yesterday we took DAX sells. The DAX sells we took yesterday were all based on trading in the range. We actually didn't even have a nice move like this. We were not blessed with that. We had a messy range that we had to navigate through in London. So if it does break and start to move down nicely, they could maybe open up for some sells. Let's go ahead and mark this 1-hour support here, 1S. Let's go ahead and just double check my 4-hour. I didn't adjust it. Is it still valid? Yeah, it's still valid, but we have a new one here that's formed a little bit higher, so we can keep both. See 30-minute here, a little bit lower as well. Let's bring that 30-minute back in. Hopefully 15 is the same. Yeah, 15 is the same. So for this, we could potentially look for sells below here, or again pull back for sells back to the 1-hour support. Can fill this wick. We've already tested this previous resistance, so we could fill the wick and then come potentially lower. If not, then we can look to sell from the top of the range here. would also make sense. So that's the two options. Kind of gold and DAX looking very much the same here. Very much the same. They look identical in terms of plan. Pullback for sales or continuation sales, one or the other. So counter trend buys today. I'm not ready just yet for counter trend buys. This 4-hour resistance here from yesterday. We actually have a new one right here. Yeah, we're not even, until we break structure or something like that, I'm not too interested in buys. So let's see how it ends up forming, and then we can take it from there. Quick look at currency pairs. GJ looks like it's chopping in a range. Support created, which is nice. 4-hour time frame continuing upwards and onwards. So yeah, not bad price action here on GJ so far. We'll have a look at USD JPY. People saying buys look really good on USD JPY. Let's have a look at that. We can delete this. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. Let's mark the 4-hour here. With good volume, this should continue up here. We just need to watch, see where this 1-hour range is. I mean, yeah, move to 149 can work here. Let's have a look here. I mean, UJ might be the play today if it actually has volume is the problem. So hopefully if it has volume, it will work. Let's see, 1 hour. We have structure. I guess a close above will work here. So let's see how this candle closes above. I'm not going to buy this setup 2 here because of the 1-hour closing bearish. I probably would just buy a setup 1 and run a little bit bigger stop loss. Is that previous 4-hour not valid on UJ? Which one? This one up here? Yeah, but I'm looking at immediately where we are right now. But it is valid, yes. You can even, we can put that in now. But it's not where our entry is going to be. But in terms of a line, yeah, it is valid. What I was looking at is I was looking at if we enter right here, is there anything behind there? Like a 1-hour, sneaky 15-minute, but it's actually clean. Because I'm also trying to figure out why we rejected, you see? That's what I'm also trying to figure out. Okay, why did we reject here? Why did it choose here? So I'm thinking it's because of this one here, right? This one on the 1 hour. But since it's already rejected off that, we should be able to push through. So I check 15 minutes, 15 minutes clean. We need a pullback first. We have a pullback already here. Weekly is a gap. It's different with the gap here. Let's see how it looks on broker. Weekly. Yeah, weekly is just a gap. It's not too much of an issue. Yeah, so our close above here would be simple and straightforward. So that's something I'll be keeping my eyes on, is for a simple close above, potentially to trade that. DAX here getting back into my sell zone here, but we have no top wick on 1 hour. Bit risky. What did gold do on the close here? Gold closed doji here, no top wick as well. Looks like we'll be taking setup 1s on gold. Ugh. Really don't want to be taking a setup 1. But let's see how it forms. See if the top wicks come and all of that. I want to check if my broker has these wicks. DAX top wick is there. Gold, no wick. So DAX there's a top wick for me, but gold there's no wick. Jackson Hole, a safe day to trade in your opinion? It's volume based. It's not safe or not, it's just volume. There's a risk of volume to just die off. Before the speeches, I probably would leave it because market will be too inconsistent. Potentially it will either move super fast as people start to price in speeches, or it will just do complete bullshit. But it's not something too dangerous beforehand, like now in London session to trade. It's only a risk of volume. Like if price just, you know, starts chopping all session. That would be the only risk. That's it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the analysis. If you did, leave a like on the stream. I would appreciate it. 200 of us in here. Get the likes up to 100. Let's get it. And yeah, let's see what we got going on for today. They still have an 82% chance of priced in for September rate cuts, so there's still 82% chance, so they're still positive on that. Which would mean I expect gold to potentially go up if that's the case. Obviously, I don't always trust data. There is unexpected hawkish or dovish tone for power, which could lead to increase. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, they're not. There seems like the market doesn't really know too much about what direction we're leaning for, except for that 82%, which is not bad. Let's have a look at the Dixie ahead of this. So yeah, strong Dixie. Wow, that's interesting. So a strong Dixie here is kind of indicating they're expecting maybe him to talk a little bit about we're unsure about rates. So it's like that's proving an uncertainty, especially that we're seeing. But this could be one big liquidity grab to set up. This could set up for then the dollar weakness to come through. We see gold bounce. We see stocks bounce, because stocks have been on a really 3-day downtrend on SPX. US 30's been indecisive, but NAS been taking a heavier dip as well. But NAS has had more gains. So let's see how that ends up forming. Look at DAX here, absolutely melting through the floor. Again, DAX very impulsive this week, apart from yesterday, which just stayed in a range, which made it easier to trade instead of an impulsive move. Only thing I see is a potential, but it's only easy to say now in hindsight. Is like obviously you sell here for like 2 points, but come on, man. At 2 points, you know, like let's be serious. Less with spread, man. We're looking at literally your entry at support. Not really, but you get my point. 1.5 points. Yeah, it makes no sense actually. That's just an excuse. Hopefully daily holds. We're bearish bias, so we're looking for downside. One hour has room. 15 and 5 is a bit of a mess, but there is sells on a 5-minute below here, which I think is a 15 as well. Yeah, to fill that wick. Do you think that the current market conditions could affect your strat guy? Who's my strat guy? Based on your economic stance, you see a rate cut? It's hard to say, man. I feel like they will throw in a curveball and be like, we will see next month. I don't think it's clear, and I can see that in the market. The market's actually positioning itself now to be uncertain slash actually be on more of a defensive approach. So yeah. So one of our new members here sent his plan today. That's amazing to see new person send their plan. Only feedback for the plan, no need a worm on your chart. Try reduce a little bit lines that are not relevant, such as this one up here. You don't need, because if you're coming here first, you can add it later just to keep a clearer chart. Boxes are fine because you're just talking about reversal areas and stuff. I don't mind boxes. Overall, this one is okay, but you won't need too many lines up here because we're all the way down here. So if you don't have them from before, then you can just leave them off. That'd be my feedback for that. We have this wick to fill here, so if we can create structure and then close below probably that previous 5, that's our sells. I only trade gold on your strategy from 1 year. Can I add more pairs like GBP JPY, Euro USD, USD? What would be the best pair of 4 pairs? Up to you, man. It's not really something you have to do. I would recommend you trade more than 1 pair, maybe if you're not getting as much setups, especially when gold is in like a higher time frame. Consolidation can be a little bit more tricky. Out of the pairs you said, I would not do GBP JPY. I'd probably add, I think Euro USD is a simple pair, but I would add an indice if I was in your shoes. For me, indices are very powerful. I mean, GJ I haven't traded like session wise in a long time, but I tell a lie, I have traded GJ. I already have a trade in GJ, but I'm not trading it in session to session. I'm trading it swing. So yeah. Should actually close my swing. Yeah, I should actually close my swing. I think you get positive swaps. What swing did you take? I took this. Took this, stop loss below here. Now the problem is, at one point here I had my 1-to-1, but now I don't anymore. Just lost it. So I'm gonna continue to hold it. My plan was to see if we could break through this resistance yesterday and then continue to top a range. And if we get to top a range, I hold it. I'm trying to get out of this range. I'm trying to get out of this range. But this on my swing account. We'll see. That's the position. You guys can see that? Maybe Zoom can see that. That's the entry down there. YouTube can see that or no? I wonder if they can. Maybe. Do you ever do a talk on swing trading? Yeah, I have a webinar on it. I don't take many swings. But if I see something, I'll give it a shot. Looking for sells, bearish bias on a close below, I'm assuming. Yeah, that could work, yep. Yesterday, GU was pretty clean as well on the sell option. So it would be pretty similar to what happened yesterday if you're calculating that. Do you risk more in swing positions? No, I don't. Depends, sometimes. If I'm very confident in the swing, yes. This swing yesterday, I was confident, but it's not like from the bottom of the range. If I was buying from down here, I almost full margin it, yes. How's USD JPY doing? Ah, that's so boring. And gold, what are we doing? Still stuck in the range. 30-minute candle close in 13 minutes. We could get a 30-minute S1. DAX, what did DAX do? DAX is okay. Okay, DAX has structure. That's quite nice. Something closing below here could be valid wick fills on DAX. Especially if we get 30-minute close below. We have the 15 close below now. Wick fill on 15. Then we would have a 30-minute close below, wick fill on 30. 30 did not tap anything. DAX hit target. What target? PD? It's a PD. That's not target. That's a zone. Previous daily is not a target. The target today would be 4-hour support. Previous daily has been hit many times over the last few days. We've hit it many times. Doesn't mean it's target for the day because we had new price action that extended that target. The new price action that extended that target is this. We hit something, that's for sure. PD is something. I don't disagree against that, but it's not main session target. Main session target would be where it made this. So let's see it is. Bro, first time to your stream yesterday. Good trade. Thank you, thank you. Would you trade Euro JPY? Yeah, it's not a bad pair. I just like to stick to my pairs. My main pairs are DAX and gold during London and US 30 during NY. What pairs did you take the swing? It's only when I see a swing, actually. It was yesterday. Actually John brought it to my attention. He was talking about it. Then I looked at it and I was like, that should be a good option actually. So after stream, I put some risk on it. Put a 3 lot. $1,000 risk. It's not that bad. Which indices best to trade it during London session? Probably UK 100 and DAX. DAX first, then UK 100. I would say in terms of order, but those are best. Those are usually best. Is your 75% a minimum 1-to-1? Yes, yes. Unless there's like a actual technical case for me to close below a 1-to-1. But most of the time I'm pushing for that 1-to-1, if not more. US session now, I'm actually been doing a bit of work behind screens and testing out holding past 1-to-1s. I think my strategy that I use on US 30 can easily push to 1-to-2s on average, not just one-offs on average, which is a super interesting fact. I've actually seen there is like a 60% chance that you can sometimes with range and based on different factors that I'm obviously collecting data on, you can hold to 1-to-3s. So if you just get 2 of those trades a week, it's 6% a week. That's nuts. And even 1 of those trades a week can really hold you up. That will allow me to take more aggressive. So this is what I've been experimenting. Sometimes US 30 rewards being more aggressive. So what I've been experimenting is like, okay, fine. If I can hold it to a 1 to, let's say 2, because we keep it statistically fine, that means I have 2 bullets to be back to where I was. So taking more aggressive trades, although they lose more, they run further, especially if you can extend it to 1-to-3s, right? And if there's really big range and you trail stop loss, because I've also experimented with a trailing stop loss strategy, there are times where 1-minute structure forms so perfect. I have seen not only in my back testing, but in my actual visual watching the charts for the past 2 weeks, I have seen 2 positions that have run to 1-to-8, right? By trailing, not even by target, by trailing, right? So if you hit one of those, you have so many bullets to take more and more aggressive positions, and the aggressive positions are winning like still 70% of the time, which is very good, to be honest. How are you trading 1-minute structure? Yeah, exactly, the 1-minute squeeze strategy. That's it. The exact 1-minute stream strategy. The one we have in WAP, literally doing that. You allow 1-minute pullbacks? Yep. And then you trail below that structure, and then you allow the next one and the next one until it breaks its own structure. You can watch the 1-minute squeeze strat. We have it in depth where I explain, show examples and stuff like that if you want a little refresher.
Eric, what do you think on UJ? If it forms setup 2, would it be a good idea?
The problem I have is that 1 hour candle closing bearish and this support here. So it's kind of flipped into a downtrend. You see?
Oh, yeah.
So here we were very bullish. Here we broke structure. We pulled back lower high, lower low. We could make another lower high, another lower low.
I see.
So I'd prefer like a 30-minute setup too in this case, more confirmation. If not, just keep it simple and take the S1s. Because if you look at the S1s, they're all playing out. There's no S1 that's faking out. S1, continuation, right? This is not really an S1. This one here is one that faked out. Okay, but we can argue that there was no structure before. The next one with structure played out. The next one with structure played out. This one was a fake out essentially, but again, I don't consider that good S1 because it's just a 1 candle pause. So if it's going to be a clean S1, meaning that we see candle close bullish and then next one close bullish, we have this structure to protect, this structure to protect, that's 2 structure. We should be able to see that continue. If not, then, and this continues to pull back, then a 30-minute S2 would be better. More confirmation.
Cool beans. Thank you.
All good, man. One-to-one and win rate 70%. Can I pass funded account? If I lose, I use martingale. Well, martingale won't work on funded account because you have daily loss limit. So if you keep martingaling, you're just gonna extend your loss limit, right? Otherwise, it would be super easy to pass an account, right? All we'd have to do is martingale, hit so much drawdown until eventually the position goes in profit. If it all ends up blowing up itself, you just do it till you get it right. It would be so simple. But that's why they add maximum daily loss limits, which actually on FTMO and other funded accounts are pretty big, man. 5% max daily is huge. The fact that you can risk 5% a day is massive. that's a lot, you know? Like in professional trading, like on my personal account, okay, I'll put it in R because 5% is 5R. I have never risked 5R in a day. You know, so the fact that they allow that to you is enough, you know. It's more than enough. Gold looking good. Yeah, we see 6 minutes here. I just don't like that we're tapping into this support zone. Can have a lot of fake outs from here, but we have some good structure forming. Will also be the 30-minute close, which I quite like. Martingale blew my account yesterday. I don't know why you guys Martingale. And I see these names in the chat for a long time, but you guys still don't change. You have to make a change. Don't invest in yourselves. You don't change. You just go blow accounts and then you say, forex sucks. I don't have any money to invest in myself. Yeah, because you keep gambling your money away. It's a very silly formula that just ends up with no results. Hi, what type of swing trade you got with seeing something missed what you took? On GJ, took longs. From yesterday, 4-hour support. I don't even know this guy, Martin Gill. It's not a guy. It's a strategy where if your position goes in loss, you buy again. If your position goes in loss again, you buy again one more time. Let's have a look at DAX here. DAX is well about to close here in a couple of seconds. Let's see the top wick on DAX. Could be interesting actually. Let's see the top wick. 12 points is not bad. Let's have a look here. Why is it lagged on this trading view? It's also lagged on everywhere. Make sure it's not just my phone. Alright, now we're moving. Weird lag. It's a gap open up. Man, that's so weird, that lag, man. My broker got stuck. I didn't know what to do there. I had to check my PC to make sure it's my phone not lagging. And then it just immediately was breaking lows. So I didn't manage to get in, but everything was stuck, so I thought it was my phone lagging. Super weird. Maybe we get a chance for it to come back up, but that sucks, man. It was just hovering, like... I don't know what to do in that. It's just like a weird situation. And if I don't like that situation, I usually stay out. Mine lagged too, yeah. I just thought my system was lagging. I thought there was like an internet cut, so that's why I opened my MetaTrader. And then there was like a weird gap. It was already below the lows. I don't know. It sucks because it's a valid position here. I just can't believe that every time there is something. It just doesn't make any sense. It's just unbelievable, man. Like, how can it lag like that? Harry, you did not have a bottom wick? What do you mean? It has a bottom wick here. Massive bottom wick it's making. But why would we need a bottom wick? Oh, my broker didn't have top wick? Yeah, but you're writing bottom wick. Spread jump? Yeah, it's doing random shit. That's why, I mean, it's just, it's stuck for how long? I have a top wick though. It gave me top wick on broker. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just hate when that happens because it's super annoying because that's a position. Wow, break-even trade, huh? Wow. DAX, you are breaking people's hearts these days with this ranging price action. How's gold doing? Gold about to close here in about 1 minute.
1 minute.
So let's see how gold is doing. 15 minute, 5 minute, we have structure or no? Yeah, we have it up here. How big is up there? Up there is 35. How big is it? Same, that 35. Where's 35? Oh, that's a problem, huh? We need an absolute melt here for us to get a 1-to-1. Wow. That's a big move gold has to do right now. And it's a setup one, huh? Setup ones have been not our best friend recently. Wow. Wick fill. We need to trust the wick fill. Do I want to take this? Do I want to take this? Look at that 1 minute. We need to go B 26.5. Yeah, we do. But the point is, do we get the chance to get to 26.5, or does it be nasty and just immediately do a rejection? Setup one being shit recently, yes, but yesterday we had that quick push, right? Remember this one? So there was some continuation. That's all I'm banking on, and it was actually the exact same time as this trade is coming. Exact same time. Maybe to get to 26.5 we could try. We just have to be aggressive. I know I could potentially miss profits because I'm gonna be aggressive. A good top wick would make our life easier. Let's see how this forms. Give us something decent here, top wick wise. For me, that's just BS, what it's doing right now. In terms of top wick, I want to see liquidity be grabbed. We have a thunderstorm as well, so I think I have to give it a shot because of the thunderstorm. Especially if it can make a good top wick. But I will be aggressive because I have noticed if it doesn't continue straight like yesterday, there's a high chance that it just ends up being a fake out. High chance. So I'll give it a short break of low. And I'll actually run stop. I'll actually run stop above here like a 25 pip stop loss. But I'm aggressive, huh, guys? If you're not fast enough to move break even, then absolutely don't take it. Because I'm going to be aggressive. I run about a 26 pip stop loss because of me being aggressive. So I'm not even planning to hold drawdown. Still not triggered me yet.
This is not the type of volume that should exist in our setup at all. It should be pushing, right?
Yeah, I'm triggered now. So let's see. Hovering at entry, just gonna close it. Yeah. So I got out here as we hovered at entry. So yeah, not bad. Minus 1 pip. So if you didn't manage to get out, here's your chance. I'm personally, if you want to hold it, you can hold it, but I don't really try. I wanted a straight push there. I really wanted a straight push. So yeah, that's me out. I expected to break the low and then continue down, so that's it. What you entered and closed, I expected a straight push. So I wanted to get out at break even. Well, minus 1 pip, technically. Maybe a 5-minute close below the level would be good, but I was expecting the drop like yesterday, but no drop, so I just get out here. And if it wants to drop, it can, but I can't trust that right now. I have to be worried about a potential fake out, right? That's the risk here. No volume, just get out. Don't be holding and hoping, right? That's a big difference. You see it just hovering here. And don't be the guy just holding, huh? Just don't be the guy that's just holding. Hopefully it goes down. I hope it goes down. I hope it goes down. Shit not going down. And you're holding now. Begging for it and it's just stuck. At one point you can get a massive candle. Right? And then it's going to ruin your day, that massive candle.
This is really great thinking right here, Harry, because our setups, they're based on having volume at the right time and with the right setup. And if we're not getting it, then it's just not there. The plan is not there, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, now if it wants to go, it can go, but that's just how I have to do it. I have to just trade off what I know best, you know? Like, this doesn't look healthy the way it's just ranging a bit, you know? I think my camera died. Come on, man. Yeah, it seems like it did go. You lost any dollar or got out exact? Yeah, lost 90 bucks. 90 bucks. Which is not bad. It's not bad. One, you know. Risking 1,000, lose 90. It's not the end of the world, but I think I'm overall happy with the way I manage. I prefer to get out like that. So yeah, I mean, plan is valid, but we can't trust London session just yet. Like, even though it's pushed into a bit of profits now, remember I ran about a 26 pip stop loss. My target 26 pips all the way down here. Like, if we expect it to go, it has to bloody go. What I mean, like, drop like yesterday. So for me, it's just better I get out this type of position. See, look at it, still not going. So let's see if we can find something better. What did DAX do? DAX is even hard until we get below here. I don't know why my camera didn't work today. I charged it. I maybe didn't turn the switch on or something. See if I can get a better entry. I didn't want to enter due previous 15 level. Am I too technical? No, the reason I was happy to enter on that is because of the wick crossing it here. I was looking for a wick fill. Yesterday we had very heavy volume, and I was at the exact same time, and I said, look, we're not at the level, we're trading to the level. If it breaks the low, it should absolutely fly. I gave it a chance in case volume wanted to come in, but I just had to get out. It was hovering at my entry. I mean, now if you're still in it, first of all, I want to ask why. Maybe you trust the plan, but we're at a level. So this is where it becomes risky, because if we're actually rejecting something now and can't push through it, that's invalidating, showing you that it's not ready to go. You know? It's good to see even the pros leaving a trading position. If it's delaying to move, good to learn. Always thought it's a bad behavior. It's not if you're expecting it. It's a bad behavior if this was a good setup but wasn't moving. This is not a setup that I want because it's at a support. So I wanted it to do what it did yesterday at this exact same time. Look at this candle here. This candle closes at 10:30. Look at the time now, 10:39. This was the exact same time this candle came through. But this one did a straight push. It ended up retracing later, but we still got that huge volume. If we look at volume analysis, this candle was 40 pip candle. So with my 25 pip stop loss based on volume analysis of yesterday, I should have at least been able to get a 1-to-1 if we had that straight push down. We didn't, so I get out. Regardless, look, losing 1 pip ain't gonna hurt anyone. You know, it's worth the shot. It's worth the shot. Especially if you're, you know, on the back of a winning week for me, which is the case, right? You don't want to be too tight like that. It's worth the shot. Again, if you have high spreads though, I wouldn't take it. It's just leave it. You know, whatever happens, happens. Okay, so we are getting below here. 5-minute candle, open, no top wick. A close below here would be open us up to some sells. Look at this. This is DAX doing the same liquidity grab as yesterday. So DAX is in a bit of a manipulation phase, and I'm going to show you how. Very interesting. So anyone who tried to take early buys for some reason, they would have got stopped out. Anyone who tried to take the sells here, boom, they got stopped out as well. And then what does it do? Impulsive move. You see, the impulsive move comes through. So I'm thinking maybe I could have just taken this off a 30-minute flip. That's the only way I think I could have gotten, is on the 30-minute flip. But you have to hold through the drawdown because it went in profit, so there's no break even. So that's weird, is you wouldn't be holding a break even. Because if you took it on 30 flip and went break even, you would have got stop break even. Man, gold looks nice to move down. It's just stuck at this previous zone. I think if we close below here, we could get a sell. But then we have this level here. So it's going to be the same equation we had before. Exact same equation. That is not a good sign. Normally when I see this, I have seen it just do one big move down. But normally I see it come back up first, then try some downside. But we don't know here. Oh shit, that scared me, man. What's that? Donation. I appreciate the donation. You don't need to. Sorry for the sound. He even knew it would make the sound. I appreciate the donate. 200 rupees. That's a lot of chai karaks. Wow. Chai karak for everyone. Sorry for the sound. Could you please explain why you didn't mark 6036 previous 15 level 6th of January? What time frame? 6th of January. Are you sure January, man? We are in bloody August. Are you sure January? Because it's a super old level, man. I wouldn't mark a super old level like that in January. P15 is 15 minute. I was watching your previous stream. So what? You want me to go into my previous stream for $2? That is what, so he's paying me $2 to go into my 6th of January stream and answer a question from 6th of January. Fucking hell. Well, we're here anyways. Let's have a look while we're at it. Give him the benefit of the doubt. There's no previous level. Where's the previous level? This is gold on a 1 hour. Let's see. This is gold on a 50-minute. No previous level. We're below it. Yeah, this is 15. Look, 15. And I marked it here with a box, whatever that's the 5. Yeah, this is 15. Look, there's no previous level, so you got it wrong. You got scam for $2. You've got scam for $2, bro. Because you asked a question that the answer is there. Look a bit left. This is fully left. 15-minute time frame, fully left. Fully left. Look. Clean candles. If there was a level behind this level here, doesn't matter. It's too old for me to consider now. I could mark if I want, but I'm looking at the continuation below the wick fill. Anyways, can we get back to the charts? Hopefully that helped. Gold is pushing down eventually here, so interesting to see, but I had to make that decision, man, because setup ones have been failing. They have been failing. So I can't just trust a random setup one and be like, this should straight push until I see them come back. Next time, donate $500 and I'll give you 1 hour of my time. It's been 20 minutes for 8 pips. Yeah, but I mean, based on that decision, the decision had to be to get out. Like, I don't care if this hits TP. I'm happy with my decision because there's no way that that would be illogical based on what I've seen. It would just be hope. I'll just be hoping. He's paying for the exclusives on a daily basis without being in the group. He's paying more. He paid $2.2. The exclusive group costs $1.8. So he might as well just join that, man. Then he can ask me all day. Yesterday I drove a Porsche for the first time. You're right. It's such a driver's car I loved and now I'm obsessed. Welcome to the rabbit hole. Now that's your motivation to move your ass. What Porsche did you drive? Look at this, Mirko. Look how boring this is. Now you're stressing again. Trash bed. Hit B for me on gold. Yeah, I think it's better to be out B. Where do you live? In Dubai. Any setup on DAX? I'm trying to look here. It's a bit random. We push down and then we pull back heavy. We push down, we pull back heavy. Not giving a one-to-one any amount of time. If you measure this one, stop loss here 29, only gives 19. If you took this one here, which we were gonna take, we would have got our break even. Or if you held, you got stopped out. Very tough. 911 Carrera S. Round bands hatch racetrack. Okay, you took it around a racetrack. That's a completely different experience. Yes, 100%. If you went around a racetrack, then you've actually experienced a Porsche and you see how capable. I mean, imagine that is their base level car. Carrera S is the base. That's their basic car. It only gets better from there. So you can imagine how their GT3s are handling, right? That's the massive difference. Like when I sat in the GT3 and took it around a track, which is my favorite, it's a completely different experience. Then I really understood, okay, what it means to have a driver's car. Nothing handles like it, man. Immediately I saw your ash top. I was like, yeah, that's it. Anything, your ash top, we always get some banger trade. Really? Guys, next week, today's Friday. Next week, believe it or not, next week, we're streaming NY. I've made the decision. So I'll see you guys next week for NY. Better show up, huh? You don't show up, I'm gonna cry. On YouTube also, yes, I want to have it documented on YouTube for a couple of weeks as like a celebration for the road to 100K. Bank holiday Monday next week? Is it? You're right. All right, no London session on Monday, only NY. Have you done a short for YouTube announcing why you will stream NY sessions next week? No, but I should, right? GTR Nismo quicker than a GT3 RS on Nürburgring. I don't believe that, and I think that's absolute BS. If it is the case, I sell my car now. No chance, man. The only thing that beats it is the AMG Black Series. No chance. It's absolute BS. Only thing that beats the GT2 RS, of course, is crazy. Yeah, AMG 1, obviously F1 inspired car. 992 GT2 RS. Yeah, but where are you bringing your stats from, bro? Come on. Then we have this GT3. No way this Black Series. Where's your... Bro, I don't even see your thing on the list, bro. This is rapid, man. Can you believe that a 992 GT2 RS with Manthai Racing Kit, okay, but still, holy crap. But look how fast the AMG 1 is, guys. Look how fast the AMG 1. The AMG 1 is 10, almost more than 10 seconds faster. That is absolutely absurd. That is absolutely absurd. This I'm surprised, man. This is actually some tilting shit. Typical. Actually, wait. I think they're still fair. It's a prototype, though. So they don't... Okay, that's a little bit cheating. That's cheating because they have a... They don't have to uphold to US specs. We actually have to watch this lap, guys. We have to watch the lap. So if we don't see a setup, we're going to watch that lap. Okay? I'm going to get it up. We need to watch that lap. We need to see how that is. Because that's a crazy lap, man. ZR1X Nürburg. But it's not fair because it's actually a cheating spec, right? Because a prototype means that they don't have to hold up to European standards, and European standards have exhaust regulations, etc., etc. Radical beats everything. Yeah, yeah. I have the lap here. We'll watch it. But do they show inside? Yeah, they do show inside. This is some guy analyzing it. Hello, I want to see the official lap. Yeah, this is by Chevrolet. Sorry. I think gold may go bullish. Wow. Ah, that's what I was talking about. That big candle that comes through. But I don't think it goes bullish just yet. I mean, there's a chance with the 1 hour flip. Anyways, we're waiting 5 minutes for the 1 hour candle. Let's watch the lap. Everyone on Zoom, my apologies. You will not be able to see. It will be lagging, but you can watch on YouTube. Let's have a look at the lap while we wait. It's in miles per hour. I need kilometers, man. How am I supposed to know what speed he's doing to like foxhole or something, man? I'm surprised he has traction control on. That is surprising. Unless they're lying about that. Because the traction control is triggering, see? I'm surprised he's... $150, $200, $240. Let's see here. Now he's coming... coming to foxhole now soon. Here's, let's see, foxhole how much? 160, 170. Let's see if he can, how much he pulls through if he takes this flat. No, he put brake. No, he's not taking it. He's taking it flat now, flat. Actually, the GT3 RS goes way faster than this during a foxhole. So I think this guy is straight line speed, man. The straight line speed looks crazy here. But the GT3 RS is pulling way faster through foxhole. Watch his brakes. See how well he's trail braking every corner. This is a hybrid, huh? So he's got power, man. Let's go see how much horsepower this. Can anyone tell me how much horsepower this guy running? Good lap. Nismo 0708, yeah, that's super slow. GT3 RS is doing 649, man, or something like that. It's doing under, no, that's sorry. I think that's the, yeah. $12 horses? Come on, man. Real horsepower. Are you serious? We lose 100 viewers because I watch a lap? What type of people are these? We said we're waiting 5 minutes for open. That's ridiculous. Man, DAX is a bit tough. If you put some gay shit, viewers will stay. Cars and this, they don't like, huh? Waste of time. It's not a waste of time, man. You got paid yesterday. Back to lap video, let's go. I actually closed the tab. I wanted to finish the lap, but no one's interested, man. Unfortunately, they don't have passion for track like some of us, which is fair enough. I get it. GT3 cars are boring. I'm F1. Are you stupid, man? You can't buy an F1 car and track it. You actually could. Yes, you can. I take that back. I take that back. You can. You can. But you can't buy a modern day F1 car. In France, there's a track that has F1 cars. In Dubai, we also have that. Dubai, you can rent one. I need 30-minute S2. I need 30-minute S2. And it failed. You can buy a modern one just without engine? Yes. Take anything in NY? No, not yesterday. Daxia on open, pushing up. Very choppy. One hour ended up closing above the support, huh? Very interesting, very interesting. Any thoughts? S2? No chance, no chance. Don't understand. Oh, you mean for sells? Not on a 5 minute, no. So you meant for buys, I'm like, no chance. For sells, not on a 5 minute. 1 hour closed above, it ruins your probabilities now. Plan to buy above? Yeah, you could buy above that to get to here. Problem is volume dies. You can see it's starting to die. Look at this one. Yeah, this is just a classic one. Wyzak. He's just put a shit ton of stickers on it. That's my car, this one here. These are super underrated. These are... I do prefer the RS, but these are like still classy, dailyable, and have so much performance. Especially if you put a Manti racing kit on it. I wanted to put a Manti racing kit on mine. But Manti racing kit ain't cheap, man. Manti racing kit ain't cheap. I want to buy a Porsche though, but I want to get on the exclusive first. Yeah, I think the exclusive is much more affordable than a Porsche. Setup 5 on UJ. Problem with UJ is if there's no volume, it's game over. So at least when we break the range, we know that we're leaving the range. If not, we could just get stuck in this whole range. Do you like Lambos? Not really. The only Lambo I like, just for pure emotion, is the SVJ. Just for pure emotion, you know, Gitani exhaust, a little bit of a map, ECU map, and you're freaking enjoying. Screaming that car. Otherwise, they're all useless. STO drives like shit on track. Huracan is for gays. To be honest, their Urus is nice because it's an Audi. It's an Audi that looks better. Those are the only two cars I would buy from you know. I heard it's a I can't even speak. Chick magnet? No, it's a slut magnet. There's a difference. There's a difference. Most of the Huracans here are rent-to-lenter. Who are you gonna pull with a Lambo, bro? You're not gonna pull anyone with a Lambo, trust. Just the wrong type of chick. In Dubai, people are really obsessed with G-Wagons. They are. Bro, check this. Not right now. We will. Buy a Golf to pull chicks. Don't buy a car to pull chicks. Cars don't pull chicks. Trust me. You'll get more compliment from men than you will. And if you buy a Huracan, you only get compliment from boys. You know? Gold seeming it wants to move counter bias today, so we're seeing this counter bias. If you want to get chicks, buy a golden retriever, you know he's actually not wrong here. A dog, you have a way higher chance. A way higher chance if you buy a dog. Huge conversation starter. Buy a good car to crash in the wall, best experience? What type of fucking experience is that? Worst experience. Then you can go to the chicks and tell the story. What are you gonna do? Walk up to a random chick? Hey, you want to hear this story about what I did? Who the fuck are you? Fuck off. You know, it's not gonna work. You have a dog. You have a dog. Oh, cute dog. Oh, there you go. At least it breaks the ice. Then it's up to you, you know? Then it's up to you. But you broke the ice. Forget the dogs, get a horse? Yeah, that's next level, but you're not gonna walk around the streets with a horse. Could you imagine public street just walking with a horse, shitting everywhere? You actually want to pull a chick? Get a baby goat. That's next level. Trust. Cheaper than a dog. You can eat it when it grows up, so it's good eating. And I'm telling you, that's the actual trick. A baby goat. And then when it grows up, you have amazing food. You know, so both ways you're protected. You pull and then you get to eat at the end. So both ways you never lose. You never lose. Free lawnmower. Remember one time your dog came barking at you during stream? Yes, I remember my dog was barking during stream. Man, you're actually an OG, man. You're an OG to remember that. How long has my dog been passed away? He's been passed away now for like, I think a year, man. So I think like I think a year. Which dog you had? I had a Jack Russell. I had one as a kid. They're amazing dogs, yes. If someone eats their pet goat, they're just wild and built different. Why wouldn't you eat your pet goat? My friend used to have pet chickens and we used to eat the pet chicken. What is this, Joy's dog? Damn. Nice dog, man. Little snappy little things. My dad had one. Yeah, they're pretty. Pulls every chick. Just curious, today's B trade, did you make it into your journal? No, I haven't put it yet in my journal. I'll put it in after. I updated the links on the journal. It was giving me OCD. Now look how good it looks. No gap. No gap. Now it looks good. Actually, I didn't add... Did I add yesterday's win to the stream record? I don't think so, guys. Let's have a look. You guys always remind me about adding losses. But you guys, when I win a trade, it's like, let's not remind him. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if he wins a trade. So let's have a look. Let's see if I did add. Yesterday's stream was... How many wins on stream? 137, and today we have 137. Yeah, I didn't add it. Caught you guys. Always catching you guys. I don't have the heart to slaughter a goat. Why not? I don't mind slaughtering an animal, man. It's not, as long as you're going to eat it, it's for purpose. I do have a difficulty slaughtering something that does not have a purpose. You know? Remember when my friend had chickens. And then we would go and feed the chickens. And then one day we had dinner with one of the chickens. It was great though. Amazing taste, I tell you that much. Good macros, amazing, man. Fresh chicken, can't beat it. What's this? Oh, it's a dog. I didn't even notice that. Nice, nice. Fully active, this dog, huh? Oh, nice. Sheesh, man, has a beast here, huh? What is that? It's like, almost looks like a German Shepherd mix. Malinois, yeah. They are good dogs, actually, Malinois. Do you eat pork? No, I don't eat pork, actually. It's not, I mean, I'm not Muslim, but I just don't eat pork. I mean, it doesn't fit in my diet, and if I go out and there's pork on the menu, I will purposely avoid it. I don't know why. I think maybe because I grew up here. You know. Which meat you love, goat, chicken, or beef? I think if I was only allowed to eat one meat, it would be beef. Are you Jewish? I'm not Jewish, no. Rib of beef is the one. Man, there's so many versatility, so much versatility you can do with beef. Steaks, mince, strips, ribs, stews, cubes, chicken, breast, legs, and thighs. That's it. And they all basically taste the same. A cow, it tastes way different. Is this your dog, Johan? That's a pretty sick picture. What type of dog is this? It's a Rottweiler, huh? Yep. So no pork in Dubai? No, you can buy it. You can buy it in Dubai. You can buy it in Dubai, but just no one... You ate Mandi? Yeah, I eat Mandi for sure. For sure. Got a border collie? Nice. What are we gonna do here? No one has a cat. This guy, nice cat. Don't get Mirko started. What? Mirko has a cat? Think about trading, entering a trade on gold. Trying to look for a setup that I would take. Maybe like a fake out setup at the time now. I just don't like this type of price action. It's just random. I mean, counter trend today, I don't even see a way in. I would have taken counter trend. Unless you trust this fake out and go with it. Johan has a dog, a cat, a python, and a rabbit. Python is pretty cool. Dog vaccination is mandatory in Dubai? Yes, it is. GJ, there was a setup 2 buy. Let's see what you were looking at. You're looking at setup 2 buy? No, because of the resistance. So that makes it a problem. You see, same thing here on we're just dying on volume, you know? I think I'm going to call it, man. These speeches are making it pretty tough. We gave something a shot here. I need to see more price action. If this can close below here, there might be a shot towards the downside. If we get a tight close, would be also 15-minute candle closing bearish. That's going to be the one. NY today, after speeches could be very good, right? So keep an eye for a late move today, okay? Late move today could be very good in NY. Early NY, if there's heavy volume and you can see it, like candles are moving fast, yeah, take the option if there's a setup. But don't trade maybe like at least minimum 15 minutes. I'll say 15-30 minutes before news. Market will most likely end up, even if there's a setup, it will end up consolidating for that setup. When our speeches 30 minutes after New York Stock Exchange open. So yeah. Anyways, take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Have an amazing weekend on YouTube. I'll see you for next week. Monday, no London session because banks are closed. And I'll see you for New York session. We will start directly with a New York session on Monday. So see you guys Monday, New York session. Tuesday, London and New York session. It's a nice way to ease it in. And then we take it from there. So appreciate you all. Take care. And hopefully catch you guys soon, all right? Much love and peace.